What's up, everybody? This is Rob Barrington, and we are here for another weekly challenge with the robots. And I have heard your comments loud and clear. You guys love the non-best hand version of these tournaments, and that's what we're going to continue to play, at least for the next few sessions. We're playing in an Imps challenge right now, and don't let this beautiful 16 count fool you. We are still playing in a non-best hand version of this, so we'll see some bad hands. We'll see decisions all over the bridge spectrum, which I agree with your comments. That gives us a more realistic bridge experience, folks. We're going to be seeing the exact sorts of things that we would see in a garden variety duplicate game, right? We'll be responding to opening bids. Partner will have strong hands sometimes. The opponents will have very strong hands sometimes, and all the things in between. But before we jump in this week, I want to share with you, and I know I've talked about some of these, but they're amazing. I have completed 2 now of these complete guides, and I have 1 more for the end of June, folks. And these are perfect for your summer bridge studying. These are huge, self-contained and self-directed lessons that give you a real complete understanding of the topics chosen. I've done 2 so far. I did slam bidding first, which was a great full deep dive into that sort of bidding. And then recently, this past month, I finished up with doubles. And these sessions are designed to give you a complete understanding, and you and your partners a very good system to play together in each of these different types of auctions. So each of these are multi-step lessons with videos, quizzes, and then at the end, there's a 90-minute live practice session. And that's the first of several that I'll have in the future. In fact, at the end of June, I'm going to have a slam bidding practice, partnership bidding practice that is going to be hopefully very popular for you and your partners, but also give you another opportunity to practice the stuff that you learn in these big self-contained lessons. So jump on in and grab those. I will leave the links to these right in the description of this lesson, as well as in the comments also. So grab those if you haven't seen them. And if you haven't seen the other lessons on bridgelesson.com, check out what you're missing, guys. Those are even more in-depth and more thorough than the stuff we go through on this channel here. But let's jump in and try to get as thorough as we can with this first hand. Easy choice for us. We've seen a lot of these types in the best hand tournament, so we're just going to open a no trump. Partner's going to bid some Stayman. We'll show our 4-card heart suit. And partner bids 3 no. So now we know partner has 4 spades, right? Partner has exactly 4 spades. They do not have 4 hearts. Ooh, and they're getting off to a good lead for their side, unfortunately. So take a look, folks. But the first thing you're going to do, you're going to count your winners, and you're going to see that you have, well, you unfortunately only have 7 top winners, but the diamonds are solvable, meaning you're supposed to take all 5 diamonds no matter what type of break you get, and I'm going to show you what I mean in a second. The problem with this whole thing is, even if we have 9 top winners, if they get clubs solved before we get our suits solved, we might be in some trouble. So here it goes, club to the ace, 9 of clubs. Here's the weird thing, guys. When they play the ace of clubs, they don't have the king, right? They don't have the king of clubs. So we kind of know the king is to our left, but what's our other choice? Well, playing low would be weird because we should know the jack is to our left as well. What would East with jack 9 of clubs do? And recognize who the dummy is, right? That's the dummy, right? That's the hand that everybody can see, right? So here, if they had jack 9 of clubs, they would have plunked that jack on the table. So we know that's wrong. The only hope here is that they've really deceived us and played the ace, and they still have the king. So here, this is kind of the only play we can make here. We're going to play the queen. We're going to hope we're getting lucky. We're not. But now the other piece of luck will come from the distribution of clubs. If the clubs are 4-4, and here we can see it didn't matter, as we suspected, the jack would have been played and then the king next. So here we're just going to play that, and now we just hope that East has a 4th club or West does. They both have the same number, excuse me. And, oh, good for us. Nice. Okay, now let's talk about this diamond suit. Okay, well, let's talk about this diamond suit as we claim the rest of the hand. But recognize that without this lead here, and let's see if I'm just going to kind of cross this out. Recognize that if we were to lead diamonds ourselves, the only crucial part is we have to play one of these honors first. And the reason is the worst fear in this situation is diamonds are 4-0. That's the worst thing that could happen to us. And we will get to realize that the moment we cash our first honor. So if we cash one from the side that has 2 of them first, we will see a bad break, and then we'll be able to finesse in either direction. So if East had all 4 diamonds, we would finesse this way towards the between the jack there. And if West showed up with all the diamonds, we would do it this way. As we see, West has just obviated this discussion completely by leading the jack of diamonds. So we're just going to take the ace, and we'll claim the rest. And here, recognize that the opponents got the best of their world and we got the best of ours, right? They did the best they possibly could by leading clubs on that last hand. However, that was just enough for them to get 4 tricks, but nothing more, and that's a happy circumstance for us, right? So we'll take that. 3-0 Trump making 3 to start. That is a good way to start an Imps match, just a makeable game that really we had no chance of taking extra tricks, but luckily did the opponents. Now take a look at this one, folks. We're back in business. Is this a best hand tournament? Did I misclick or something? I don't think so. But this is another 16 count. We would love to open a no trump. We don't have the right shape, so we will open a diamond. And not surprisingly, it goes a spade, double, 2 spades. So make your bid, folks. What do you do on this auction? What would you do at home? And remember, the scoring format is Imps, folks. Imps is the version of bridge we're playing here, or the version of scoring we're playing. And that's why I believe the best choice is 4 hearts. Recognize that not only are you short in their suit, the spade suit, you have a nice side 5-card suit, and partner with their double has guaranteed at least 4 cards in that heart suit, right? So here, making a very quick game bid, and we're vulnerable here. This seems like the best choice, and we will be very happy to just play 4 hearts. And this is such a risk-reward type thing, because if we're wrong, we go minus 100, maybe minus 200 on a worst case, but when we're right, that plus 620 or 650 is a huge win for our side. So we're going to try to take that as much as possible. Here, I'm just going to try to lead towards my heart, right? And the problem is, it looks like West is more likely to have the ace of hearts just on average, but it's not a guarantee. And I want to try to draw trump as quickly as I can because it looks like there is risk of a diamond ruff on this hand. So here we're going to play heart to the king. Ooh, that survived. Now we're going to play a spade back to that ace. We're going to try another heart. And maybe this works, maybe it doesn't. It did not, unfortunate. And, okay. Thank you, robot. Draw that trump. Play a club, though. Okay. I guess not a club right away. But we can now play diamonds. Unfortunate part is we are going to be stuck in our hand with this club at the end, unfortunately. Unless we rough it in dummy and then play a club towards our hand, but that also has an issue because now we're just losing extra stuff there. So here I'm going to play a low club, and we're going to be down 1, unfortunately. I think maybe we had a chance to make it if I... well, let's take a look on the result screen afterwards. Maybe, maybe not. Hearts is an unlucky circumstance for us. We always have 2 heart losers. And maybe we can avoid a club loser here early. Let's take a look. So on the opening lead, it was just a diamond. And at this point, well, we want to be in dummy just to be able to lead a heart towards our hand. It looks like we are makeable at this point. So now we lead a heart to the king. Boom, boom. That works. And now a spade to the ace. And I think at this point, we probably needed to, we needed to abandon drawing trump and continue to kind of play some cards and take some roughs on this hand. Because we don't care if left-hand opponent is roughing. As it turns out, they're roughing with natural tricks. Really hard to know that, especially when low to the king of hearts wins the first trick. The robot will do this frequently, and so will other bridge players. They'll duck their ace sometimes just to kind of get you thinking that it might be right to cross over, maybe waste an entry sometimes to do this again. But here, it was worth it for me, at least. If the ace of hearts is to the right, which it certainly could be, we just want to make sure we get that position right, and now we're in makeable territory. But unfortunately, our line didn't produce it. But it's really hard to know which one was going to be correct there. Take a look at where we start this next one, folks. Another pretty good hand for a best hand tournament here. So we'll see what we start this with tomorrow, which is Tuesday. But here's our first day in, and it looks like I'm okay with this. If they made 4 hearts on this last one, even if they were in 4 hearts, maybe they weren't even in 4 hearts. It's possible they bid only 3 hearts with my hand and they get to play it there. But on this one, I think it's certainly worth it to be in game. And as we saw, maybe just the ace of hearts or maybe the jack of hearts falling short, right, or being on our right on this one and just plunking up at some point we're making our game. So I'm not upset about that at all. Just a little bit unlucky on this one. So we will take a look at this next one tomorrow, and I'll see you for that. Take care, guys.